The Ramsey Show is a financial advice center, and they are fairly negative on crypto. But every time I watch them, I just keep on thinking, you're telling people to get rid of your crypto during a bear market. Or during the end of a bear market. So bad timing, because all their advice here seems terrible. So here's a video which was done on the 4th of February 2023, and their advice hasn't been so great. If we listen to their video here.
We currently have about a little over 11,000 into cryptocurrency. And our question was, what would be the next step? Would we leave it there, or would we take it out and invest that money somewhere else?
So yeah, 4th of February 2023. If we zoom in onto the 4th of February, let's just say they're talking about Bitcoin. The 4th of February, we're talking Bitcoin was around about $23,000. So if they're saying they've got 11,000, they've got maybe half a Bitcoin, maybe a little bit less than that. But let's just say they've got half Bitcoin. And their advice, let's hear.
Well, if I'm you, I am not going to stay invested in crypto. The track record has been poo-poo over the long haul. So
two bits of advice there. No, I wouldn't stay invested, and two, it's been poo-poo over the long haul. The long haul has been fantastic. If specifically if we're talking about Bitcoin, if we're talking about the long haul, and we're talking about, let's go to our indicators, and we'll see what an actual long haul is. Let's see, month hauls. Yeah, that's a pretty good indicator going on there. So yeah, to see, let's say just over a couple of years, from the peak there to now, you're still talking about a good 50% return, or a potential 240% return from peak to peak. Or if we do, let's do another one from trough to trough, the lowest part from the last bear market to where we are now. Still a 400% increase going on there. So yeah, so even if you bought at the worst time in the last bear market and sold at the worst time in this bear market, you've still made 400% going on there. So that's, yeah, whatever you say, long term, it's been pretty good. It's been pretty volatile over the last year or so, and we are in a bear market, or we've just come out of a bear market. But to say it's been poo-poo, not quite the right term.
Well, I would take that money out almost instantly.
Oh.
Are you guys investing in 401ks or IRA?
So taking that out instantly, let's go back to the view we're at. I think it's in 4-hour chart there. So for their advice that they gave back, and then the price has gone up by 31% in just a couple of months. I don't think any 401k, any bank account, anything even in the stock market has done almost 32% in just a month and a half, 2 months going on there. Was it saying 68 days? So just over 2 months going on there. So yeah, if you'd sold then, you had $11,000. If you sell now, well, you've got about $15,000. You'd have gained $4,000 not listening to Dave Ramsey or his Ramsey Show.
IRAs, anything for retirement?
I'm using Bitcoin as a retirement plan.
Because currently my husband is the only one working, and he does have I believe he has a 401k.
Kind of liquid that you can get to? Or savings? That's
And the fact that they don't seem to think that crypto is liquid. Crypto is the easiest liquid thing that you can do. Certainly with the apps that I'm using, so crypto.com and Swissborg and Coinbase and all that kind of stuff. I have absolutely no problems for it at all. In fact, I took out a $4,000 loan on my Bitcoin just the other day through the not an exchange. What is it? It's a borrowing lending site. I put in 0.2 of a Bitcoin into Avi, and then borrowed $4,000. So the Bitcoin was collateral. Borrowed $4,000, moved it from Avi to my crypto.com, from my crypto.com, turned that dollars into pounds, sent it to my bank account, boom, all done within about 20 minutes of just like making sure that I get all the right addresses and all that kind of stuff. But To say crypto isn't liquid, within 20 minutes, I managed to give myself $4,000 of crypto-backed loan, and that's far easier than setting it up with a bank.
It's kind of liquid that you can get to.
Yes, we do.
How much?
$11,000.
I want to say we have about 13,000 right now.
Okay. So you got a good solid emergency fund. And then it's time.
Look at how miserable Dave Ramsey is. Is it Dave? I think it's Dave Ramsey. Oh, he's like, you've got crypto. He's just an angry. He just hates the idea of people actually benefiting from crypto.
To do some real investing. Crypto is gambling.
Gambling. What isn't gambling? Everything that you buy in the stock market is a gamble. Will Tesla go up? Will Microsoft go up? Will Tesla be good if Elon says the right tweet or some guff like that? Will Coca-Cola still be a good one if they have a massive issue with their bosses? Is Disney a good idea when their platform's failing on their streaming service? Everything is a gamble. Nothing is a gamble. Crypto's just a gamble where it's things change by multiples rather than percentages.
Right.
And I think you know, I don't know. Do you know that the last year and a half have been really unkind to crypto?
The last year and a half has been pretty unkind to pretty much everything due to the economic recession that we're all going through. Say crypto's reacted to it far harder, and it's been pretty tough because there's been so much regulations coming out, and also massive failures of corruption going on, like FTX and Celsius and all that kind of stuff. But to say, well, do you know it's dangerous? Same things happened with Tesla.
Yes, I remember watching it during COVID, right after we invested, and I remember watching it go really low and then going back up high, and now we're just sitting there.
He's so miserable.
I mean, you've noticed the news that one of the largest scams in history was perpetrated in crypto.
Largest scams in history. So the centralized exchange of FTX, where the boss of it, Sam Bankman-Fried, massively screwed up. It seems to be a major scam that's going on. The problem there is not so much crypto, but centralized exchange being run by an individual entity. Owning crypto, during all that time, Bitcoin hasn't failed once. Ethereum hasn't actually failed once either. Everything has been running smoothly. And if you take your money off exchanges and put it onto a cold wallet, a ledger, for example, then nobody can get access to it. It is safe, as long as you don't forget your password.
Yes, sir.
Makes Bernie Madoff look like small potatoes.
No, Bernie Madoff was larger than FTX.
Okay, so the scams are all everywhere around it. It's an unstable place to put money.
Everything. What isn't an unstable place to put money? But yeah, either way, their advice is, it's an unstable place to put money. And if you listen to them, you've just lost out on 31% gains in the last 2 months. Oh, I'm sure your 401k is going to do the same as that. And even if we talk about where it's come down to, where it is today, you're still talking 26%. Yep. Not the best advice. And especially when you're looking at the long term, and then they talk about just the last year during the bear market. Not the best advice. Well done, Dave.